If you're watching this in the future, I'm still working on these headlight bezels. Just wet sanded down the car in between primer coats. I'm going to be painting the inside of this headlight bezel gold. Just trying to track down my gold paint. Around here somewhere. Got it. Cool. That looks pretty good. Put that back. So yeah, if you see this down the line, this section I guess is supposed to be black, and so I'm just going to, I didn't, fuck masking it, I'm not going to do all that, but what I will do is take the steel wool and go across the edges where it's supposed to be chrome and re-chrome it because they need cleaned up anyway. So then these will look pretty nice right back on the front. And that gold will match the gold in the grill. So, yeah, don't feel too bad. They're pretty fucked. They're destroyed. So, they're on the bottom though. All the damage is just down there. So I'm gonna roll with it. I don't care too much about that being perfect. I'll pick up some new ones. Unless you want to spend a ton of money though, you're not gonna find nothing too nice. There we go. My camera doesn't like to stay. Phone. How you guys doing? Clean up the black portion at least on these. Oh yeah. It's way better than masking stuff off. See? Just a little bit of steel wool on there. You leave the inside of it, and you'll get that all off of there. Also, yeah, I just wanted to pop on here today because somehow within a month we gained 85 subscribers, which is awesome. I mean, thank you guys for subbing. I have no ambitions of making a profitable YouTube channel, but it's cool that people are watching it because it does take. I have a job, obviously, so it's cool that people are tuning in to see what I'm doing. What's up, man? How are you today? Got any projects? I'm working on these headlight bezels for the new guys here. I painted the new gold, and then these inner bottoms got fresh black Rust-Oleum. So just cleaning those up for when I get this car in paint. Give you guys a walk around. I did it last live stream, but there's some stuff that's been changed. So I had painted this car in primer. No, not Beetle. 57 Chevy. But I do like Beetles. Yes, I painted this car, and then it really wasn't ready for paint. I'm not a body guy. I just, wanted to paint my car. And you can see all the yellow here all throughout the body is glazing filler, because there was just a ton of areas in this car that needed touched up, and I couldn't really see them until I primered it, because I'm working with, 2 light bulbs. So, a lot of fixing. Oh, you guys can meet my dog. Hi, Rooney. What's up, bud? He's not a big fan of the rain. Hello, Enzo. How you doing today? Yes, my buddy. Say hi to the camera, bud. So, yeah, this is going to get another coat of primer now. It's already completely wet sanded. I did it in the rain, which is convenient. So I gotta, do wax and grease remover in here. Hit it with one last coat of primer, and then it's going to get the two-tone. So I'm doing acrylic enamel. So the top is going to be an antique white, and the bottom half is going to be a turquoise. Probably going to do the top first, because if I get overspray, the blue will cover the white a lot better than vice versa. See, I got the interiors already turquoise. Got the door panels off because I'm painting the jambs and such. But painting a car is not something you do over the weekend when it's this bad. This was a big project. What are you doing, bud? You never come in here. What's up? He's staying out of the rain. But I asked on the last live stream if I should paint the engine compartment as well, and I got an overwhelming no, which is great for me. I don't want to paint the engine compartment. You can see I've already painted the motor. It's really dusty in here. I'll spray that out. But yeah, I asked in the last one if I should do that body color, the black areas, and it was a no. So I'm probably not going to do that. I'm going to save my paint. I'm already going to be tight on paint because I only have a gallon, but should be all right because it's a two-ton car. But yeah, this car still has the original 235 straight 6. The only thing I really did to it was put, I did new plugs and wires, and put a new air filter on it, oil change, obviously, and something pretty cool. Tri-5 trivia here. Right there is an oil filter. That was optional in these cars. You could opt out of the oil filter. Did not have to get it. I think it was an extra like $15 or something at the time, which is, I don't know, at this point, a couple hundred, a few hundred. Unfortunately. Stay fun. So yeah, that's what I've been up to. My truck transmission blew out yesterday, which was good. I have a 2015 Sierra, and as some of you know, I am a contractor, so I use my truck for work every day. I only have 90,000 miles on the truck. Transmission is like, I'm done. Completely appalling. Very, very disappointed in modern vehicles. So anyway, I might be having a video come up soon on getting rid of my 2015 truck to buy a 2005 van. And I'm trying to find a 2500 Chevy van with the 6.0 gas motor and the 4L80. It's basically the holy combo. It doesn't really get any better than that. But I would like to do a video on how ridiculous it is modern cars have just gone down the shitter. I have a 97 Crown Vic. I painted on the channel. You can go back and watch that. And that Crown Vic is going to help me do a 50-foot retaining wall next week. You know, wheelbarrow in the Crown Vic. My 30-year-old car is going to pick up the load of, you know, my 10-year-old car. Because 10-year-old cars and modern car, anything like within 10 years has just been trash. You guys got any projects? Doing anything over the weekend? Any cool stuff? Cars? A shelf! Well, it's a little less exciting. The wife make you get one from IKEA or something? You're back. What's up? What are you doing? This is all new to you, huh? He wants to go in. We'll go for a walk a little bit. Yeah, I'm ready to have this car done. We're getting close to summer here, and I would really like to be able to drive it. So we've just been getting pelted with rain. I haven't been able to get onto it at all. And now with my current truck issues, it's really put a damper on stuff. Not looking forward to putting a transmission in the truck at all, especially in the driveway. So you guys let me know. I was thinking to do this job, I might buy a truck just for the week, and then I'll dump it. But what if I didn't buy a truck? What if I bought another Crown Victoria and cut the roof off and make it a truck? That's the leading theory right now. Let me know what you think of that. I really want to do that. Whether it's a Crown Vic or it's a Grand Prix or Grand Am or whatever, I don't care. Buick Century. But I'm thinking we get a big car, cut the roof off, cut the trunk section out, make it a truck, and put wheelbarrows in it, put shovels, whatever. I think that would make for a good video. Anyone else got a project going on? What are you doing? Alright. I'll see what I can do. I don't want to spend more than like $750 on a car that I'm going to cut the roof off of and then scrap. So my options are rather limited, but not empty. There are some options. I only need to make it work for a week, right? I'm thinking the other idea is if I cut the roof off of a Crown Vic, the cool thing about those is the doors, and it's a 4-door, and the doors have a full casing. So I could cut the roof off, leave the doors. I could rent a U-Haul. I thought about that, but that wouldn't be nearly as fun as cutting the roof off of a car and using it for construction, for landscaping for a week. Keep in mind, where I'm at it is raining the entire week. So my other idea was, if it's going to rain and I don't have a roof, self-inflicted no roof, what I could do is I could drill holes in the floor so the water can drain out. And then we could wear ponchos in the car. And I would obviously film all this, like on the way to my job and everything. I think that'd be fun. And I don't think there's anything illegal about chopping your roof off. Exactly. That's why I really want to do it with the Crown Vic. I believe, is the Buick Century body on frame? I know the Grand Ams are unibody. We go in soon. Yeah, Crown Vics, they used to be a dime a dozen. You could get them for nothing, and you still can, but the ones you're going to find are completely gone. Like, I don't want to have to work on it. And when I mean that, like, I don't care if there's, like, nobody left. I just don't want to have to put brake lines on it to drive it for 3-4 days. It has to run, drive, and stop. What other... Oh, you could also do it with a van. But then if I have a van, it kind of defeats the purpose, because the van's already good for the job. I'm a big fan of Pole Barn Garage, and he hacked the roof off of like a Cadillac Eldorado or something. And so I was looking at those old land yachts, and I'm in the city, and there's like none of those around me. And if I drive an hour to get one, I could pick one up real cheap, but I'm probably not going to drive back with that. I don't think they'll make it. But yeah, U-Haul would be a good idea though. That's probably the best idea I can answer that a little bit. And of course, that messed up my phone real bad. But anyway, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I just wanted to hop on and say thank you to the new subs for coming in. Means a lot. I put a decent amount of work into this channel. You know, I'm not a pro editor by any means, but I like to think I've put out some half decent videos. Hey man, how you doing? Arizona's a cool place. I'm in Pennsylvania, so I haven't gotten to see that area of the country firsthand, unfortunately. The farthest I've made it is Cleveland. I go south, not west. You guys got a lot of good cars out there, though. In the Rust Belt, we have basically nothing. It's pretty rotted out here. This car, I'll show you the trunk. So, what I did here, this car had, bottom of the fenders is all rusted out, so I basically built that fender in the bottom. I kind of showed that on one of the videos I did, how to hold your car together with Bondo. And then this fender here was like, this whole seam was crushed, so there was no seam, so I had to make that. That'll be in the next video as well. Next video on this car, this is a 2-part series, and I'm thinking on top of the 2-part series, I am going to conjoin them and make one video. Just cut out some stuff that I don't... McKinley, out of there. This is my other dog. It's the Boston, and she kicks his ass. But what's up? You are dirty. You're disgusting. So I'm probably going to combine the videos. It's just for people that aren't subscribed. It might work better for a complete thing. And I'll probably reduce that video to, I don't know, a half hour. I didn't want to make this one a one piece to begin with, because to be honest, I don't have a lot of content. I do a lot of different things, and not all of them are cars. So, unless I start filming random stuff, like I did a maple syrup video, that has nothing to do with what my channel's about, but I find it interesting, so I did it. So, keep a lookout for the painting video, in like 2 weeks. We got a lot to go. But yeah, this trunk, show you an example of how weird this car rusted out. The middle of the trunk was beautiful. The bottom of the tub was gone. And what I did in here was, I basically just did little patch panels all around the outside. Which, I do not plan on selling this car. Eventually, I will probably cut it all out and put a real trunk in, but it was just the outside, and then the shock towers had some rust. And yes, that is liquid nail as seam sealer. Works great. So, went around the entire outside, and then I put some I don't know, about 1/8 inch steel straps there to give it more rigidity, because it just had some, this is just like real thin sheet metal. But I think the hardest thing I did was I took light ballasts, for well, this right here, the metal from these, I took those off and I cut it, and you can see the line right there. I put it up against this lip, because this lip was good, but these cars stock, they go down and then they tuck in and weld down here. This is completely made out of fiberglass. There's nothing in here. That's all rotted out. So you can see right there, I just pinch welded that steel all the way along this channel, and then I got a plate here to give that some strength. I mean, the trunk is strong as hell. I just sit in there, I lay down in there to do the shocks and stuff. It's plenty strong for what I'm doing, but this is, there was a lot of metal work on this car. And obviously, I don't know shit about metalwork. This was, I learned how to weld on this car. I pretty much learned how to do semi-decent bodywork on this car. It's not impeccable by any means, but it's a hell of a lot better than it was. You can see the roof, what I battled with. You can see all these pockets. Someone painted this about 25 years ago, and they did a really bad job, and it sat, and the sun and elements just broke through that paint and turned it into Swiss cheese. And when that happens, you basically have like two options. You gotta sand it down to bare metal, which no, or you can skim the entire thing with filler. I did both. I found somewhere in the middle and went with that. I don't know what's up there. What are you doing, McKinley? So, it should come out alright. I hope I can get my last coat of primer on tomorrow. And once I get that, we will take it back outside, wet sand it one more time. Then we'll get real paint on the car. And I need to get a driving video. I never filmed the first drive of this car, so I'm probably just going to lie and do a first drive video anyway. But Has anyone painted a car with a 26-gallon air compressor? I found if you use a gravity feed gun, it works pretty well. And then I have seats sitting outside still for my 1989 Firebird, and I'll be doing a video on that really soon. Maybe I'll even do a video putting the seats in. That'll give me something to film, because I don't really have anything to do with that car right now. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks to all the new subscribers. I appreciate you watching, and stay tuned for next video. Should be in the next few days or so. So enjoy your Sunday, and catch you guys later.